Hello and welcome to John's Author Diary for the week ending the 28th of January 2018. I'm recording this while on guide dog training. I've been here all week learning how to work with my new guide dog Digit. You'll probably notice that the sound quality on this episode isn't as good as usual. That's because I'm recording it on my mobile phone. I didn't bring my recording equipment with me for my usual podcast, so apologies if this sounds terrible. I've not got a great amount of writing done this week just because I think I underestimated how intense and how tiring the whole experience is of learning to train with a new dog. I did manage to do some outlining and write about 3 chapters, and I've been tightening up some of my writing in the Black Death series. So it's just little bits here and there, but I'm glad that even though I've been busy with the training, I've managed to get some work done. I've had a really nice time on the course. There's 4 other people training with dogs. I've got Digit, who's a golden retriever, and we've been gradually working through the week doing more complex things. So on the first couple of days, it was just about obedience and walking him on the lead and just making sure that he was walking okay with me. And then it was a case of working with him in harness around residential streets. A lot of the routes were very simple, lots of straight lines, lots of simple curbs for the dog to cross. And then we've gone up to doing things like shopping streets and supermarkets. Today, we had Digit guiding me around an obstacle course, which is basically a small area that's littered with traffic cones and roadwork signs and things like that. And we also learned what to do when the dog comes across something like a car that is parked across a pavement. And to cap off the Sunday activities, he went for a free run in the Guide Dog Centre near Bolton. And so they've got a whole big indoor space where the dog was able to run around. And let me tell you, he's got a great gallop on him. He was running up and down for ages. I think he could have gone on all day. I think all the work and concentration of the week, it was just great for him to kind of let his hair down and get rid of some of the pent-up energy I think he was getting. So I've really enjoyed meeting some of the other trainees on the course. It's weird, my granddad had the same condition as me before he passed away, but I don't really have anything to do with any other visually impaired people, so I'm a bit in a bubble from that community. So it's been nice to talk to people about visual impairment and blindness and the kind of shared experience and having a laugh about some of the things that only people with visual impairments get. We've also had some good conversations about tech that is accessible, and I think putting the world to rights as well about a number of social issues. So it's been fun, it's been really nice, but at the same time I really miss my wife and son. So they've been at home all week and they came up to visit today, and where we're at there's a swimming pool, so we went for a swim. And my son, he's just doing his swimming lessons at the moment, so he's really trying hard to swim and do dives under the water. I think he's a lot braver than I was at that age when it comes to water, so very pleased with how that goes. If you've sent any questions this week, I've not really checked my emails, so I will get to them next week. If you have a question, please email john@johncronshaw.com. The link, as ever, is in the show notes. I'm continuing to listen to Brandon Sanderson's Words of Radiance, which is the second book in his Stormlight archive series. I've got about 15 hours left of the audiobook, so I'm getting through it. I should have it done by the end of next week. I've really enjoyed the story. I really like Brandon Sanderson's writing, and I'm umming and ahhing as to whether to carry on with the series straight away, just go straight into the next book. I've got a feeling it's probably going to be another 50-hour audiobook. So remember, you can follow me on Twitter. It's @JLCronshaw. You can also find me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/John Cronshaw Author. And if you do have a second, please leave a review on iTunes for this show. So until next time, cheerio.